This is the largest swarm I have collected to date. It's huge. Probably several queens in there. Unbelievable. A really convenient and great thing about this swarm call was that it was at a shopping mall in the loading area, kind of in the back of the mall, but the security had already set up cones and road barriers, so I just had to drive my truck into that coned off area, and I was free to collect the bees without anybody walking up to me. I like to use a sheer curtain because I can shake them off of it when I want to, and they don't cling to it like they do on a sheet. The majority of them are here, but there's also another grouping up there. There's probably 2, 3, 4 queens, and so I'm gonna drop cloth this first. I'm cleaning my shears at home, so I cannot cut the branch. So what I'm gonna do is shake them. I'm gonna put my favorite tote with 1,000 holes drilled in it under the big portion. I really like that this bush is here. I don't know how it's gonna hold up under the weight when the bees drop. I also have a couple of plastic corrugated boxes with a frame or two. My primary attention is going to be the biggest section of the bees hanging down and the blue tote. Oh, that's right, I brought these. So if bees fall down on the sides here, they might fall on those frames. Okay, wish me luck, people. These are my flip-flops and 100,000 bees. Too bad I can't clip this branch, but I can't, so I gotta move it out of the way. I think I may want to gently drop some of these. Yeah, I like it. Okay, I got a bunch in there. I think I'm gonna lift this up and knock some off. Yeah, success. Little shaker. I can't reach that very good, so I'm gonna use this as a knocker offer. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm gonna go back to this side because there's a section hanging over. Okay. I like that. Oh boy, here we go. Yep, amazing. Holy cow. I don't know how heavy it is, but hella heavy, that's what I would say. Got a frame with wax and some nectar. I got a frame with some old drawn comb. There's a bunch on the drop cloth. That was a good idea. Good idea, Robin. If I get lucky, there are several queens in here. I'm not even looking for them. Some would have found 3 or 4 by now, I'm sure, marked them in teeny tiny little pins with letters on their thorax. But I'm going to collect them and explore later. This box has a lot in it. This is one for the records for me. So I've got the blue tote. I'm collecting some on this frame, and then I'm going to move it into another box. Good amount on those 2 frames. Got the drop cloth. Tons of bees on it and on the frame, so that frame situation's working out. I'm going to shake them into the boxes, and then up in the tree, which the branch sprung back up, there's another bunch I can shake. Bunch of bees there, and back up for collection. loaded with bees. Yes, this is awesome. Just what I had planned. Love it when a plan comes to fruition. I thought this blue tote was a little bit overcrowded, so now I've got a frame of bees less in there. So now I've got 3 frames in there. I've got 2 frames in here. I have it facing the tree so the bees that are flying can easier smell their way in there. I'm going to transfer these from this box into this box, which I have a lid for in the truck. Now, oops, some got on the ground. Darn it, that was bad aim. They will take flight and find their way. This is fantastic. They're coming down. I mean, I might not have to shake again. If there's a queen still up on the branch, then yeah, a bunch would stay up there and not come down. I know what I'm gonna do. I brought this ladder for another purpose today, and I was kind of annoyed that I couldn't open my tonneau easily. And then, looky here, I needed it after all. These bees on the ground are not coming up as quickly as I would like. Let me just put this frame with comb right next to it so they can smell and come on up that. No, not thrilled with the way that is going downhill. Ooh, way up there, isn't it? Got it. Okay, I hope my cloth is under it enough. I'm going to turn it this way a little bit. I'm content with that. Okay, all of these are coming up. Yep, see them? Came on up. When I'm driving, I don't want them sloshing around, so I'm going to try to put as many frames as possible in there. Now I'm going to take out these 2 frames that have been holding some bees. So now there's a little bit less in the blue tote. That's how they hang in that space. Someone just drove by and said, "Oh my God!" I know. The blue tote has its own lid. The white ones have a lid built on, and I have a strap that will close them. This green box has that wire lid, so a bunch of bees on the side want them in. Get in there, girls. I have not been stung once. Woohoo! Not once yet. I have not been stung once, period. I'm giving them time to come off the tree and come out of the air and find which box they want to join. Fanning, 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 fanning. Everyone is fanning. Okay, well, this is going to be exciting. I'm going to get the ladder out of the way. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. They were clinging over the edge. So many girls. There's more space in this 8 frame. So that's where they're going to go. Okay, so there was a glob hanging off over. Oh, there it is. I need some wax comb. Well, There's not much wax on this, but it totally smells like bees because I just brushed a bunch off. Yeah, oh, that was beautiful. That was so beautiful. Broke the branch and they just came flopping forward. Excellent. Okay, that is so lovely. Oh wow, a lot of them really like that green box that I just shook. Now I'm going to spray the bush with vinegar, which is a smell the bees are not too fond of. Keep them from landing up there. I don't want them to come to the smell on this bush either. I want them to choose a box. Choose a box, girls. Now we wait. Let them choose. As I'm walking, I feel click, click, click as the bees are touching my foot as I'm walking through the cloud, but still do not get stung. I think I will start choosing for them. Not too many in this one, so I'd like them to go up there. I think I'm going to separate some of these away so I can start closing up the lids. I'm going to keep them in the shade. It's not quite sundown. I'm not going to put the lid on and close them in the truck until I am totally ready to go and go straight to the apiary with them. I want those on the outside now. Choose another box. Ow! Oh, underneath my strap. Got me. Smashed her under there. Sorry, girl. My bad. All considering, pretty good. I think I want. Let's see if I can get any dusting going on with my turkey feather. Thank you, Jameson. Come on, girls, take flight and pick a box. This one is pretty full. I'm going to close this one up. There was still a lot of bees from the bush, picking the blue one. I wish I had a lot of branch. Let me see. This is a very brittle bush, so I think I can break off some for them to stand on. Yep, like that. That's what I need. More hanging room. Okay. If you're going to be in, get in. Closing up shop. Just for fun, I'll show you so many bees. Not as many bees, but a ton of bees. They're going to get on those branches shortly. This box full of bees and some on the outside. Put this one in the truck and turn on the AC. Here's another shot of the bees in my truck where I keep my queen cages and things that smell. It's 5:30 and the sun's starting to go down, so it won't be too hot in there. Lots of holes, and I'll hive them right away. Look at you, cute little girls. You're here to see me? This was the biggest swarm I have ever collected. Really? They were like 40 pounds probably. Awesome. It was like amazing. I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit the video. Sure. But I got a YouTube and I'm going to put it on and all my friends are going to be envious.
I'm jealous right now. I see you doing this. It's like, oh, I just caught a swarm the other day in Danville.
You did?
Yeah.
Are you a club member?
I'm not, no. I'm not in the club.
So I've got this 8-frame box.
Okay.
Those 2 nuke boxes.
Okay.
A big blue tote in here with 1,000 holes all around it, full of bees.
No kidding.
The whole thing, I mean, the branch is like up there now, but it was like whoop.
Oh, is it this one right here? Yeah, you can see where it's bent over.
Yeah, they were on that long one.
That's
And they were hanging like 4 feet lower because it was so heavy.
That's awesome.
Who called you?
Nobody called me. We were actually, our driver's doing
Yeah.
and I see bees, I get excited.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, stop, I want to talk to her. Stop.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm Andrea.
Robin,
Nice to meet you.
let's step back because you're wearing dark. You might look like a bear.
Yeah.
Well, the fire truck got a call and Andrew and the guys had to rush off. But he said if I have another swarm that is high and I need them, I can give them a call. Okay, bees all over the truck. And the ladder. More on the truck. Put this box up here and open the entrance. Let's see if any are going in. Yes, they were all on this corner right here. And on me too. Go girls. Get in there. Yep, they're starting to figure it out. Sun's starting to go down and there's still a few flyers. So here's the branch that they were on, which was weighed all the way down to the bottom, like they were hanging down 5 feet lower than that. I'm leaving this one green box out here for the flyers to come. They smell my truck, which smells like bee stuff, you know. Here we are back at the yard. That amazing swarm. These are 4 8-frame hives built together to make one horizontal, so they share a lid and they're dirty inside. I gotta get my hive tool. Where are my gloves? There they are. Okay, a few things to do. Clean this out, load them up with frames. Here's a bunch of frames I just collected from the yard. Here's some boxes that the bees are in. 1 5-frame nuke, 1 8-frame box, 2 white 5-frame nukes, and the blue tote is in the back here. Probably multiple queens in here, but remember that every box was fanning. Were they fanning because they smelled queens on each other? Or were they fanning because each box had a queen? I'm going to try to separate them into as many hives as makes sense. Oh, this is so This is a good 20 pounds, just this one bucket of bees. I'm going to put these bees in as many hives as possible, and then I will go through tomorrow or the next day and figure out which ones have queens and which ones don't, and combine those that don't with those that have queens. Although, was this a swarm like from a huge oak tree, and this is actually just 2 queens, maybe mated queens? I don't know. A bunch of virgins? Well, if I have virgins in the boxes and then I go in the next couple of days and I don't see a queen, maybe she's out mating. So I might have to leave them separate for a while, which means they're queenless and they get cranky and my neighbors complain. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it in the next few days. But for now, let's get these boxes ready. I'm just going to knock this stuff out the front door. This is what they would do when they're cleaning up, is knock stuff out the front door. So I'm going to help them along. And then I'm going to fill these up. I'm going to see how many boxes I feel comfortable spreading these into. A couple of frames in each box. So let me make some space. My 20-pound tote. I'm going to start with this far chamber. They are a little bit on the branches. So that was kind of helpful for the drive. I don't need to put too many in one chamber. I need more frames in here. Okay, I think I'm going to split this in 2. Yeah, 2. I like that idea. falls before nightfall. There's that one. 2 done. I've gone to Reflectix for the top, but I have this duck canvas left over from before, so I'm going to go ahead and use it this time. One. This was the last box that didn't have nearly as many bees as the others. Oh yeah, excellent. So I'm going to put these together because there weren't very many bees in that other box. That's a medium frame and they're all hanging off the bottom. A lot of bees still in there. Wow, that was a lot. Maybe too many. What encourages them to go down is to put a cover on it. Even quieted them down. See it going right on down. It was loaded up. 5 frames in there. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8. Off my foot. I'm still thrilled. I just got 1 sting. I flick them off my foot when I feel like falling. Excellent. Put the cover on. How's it going in here, girls? Excellent. All went down. You have to go in the front entrance now. 4. Reduced them down to about 4-inch openings, 3 4-inch openings. Excellent. The 100,000 bee swarm that was at the shopping mall was a referral from the Beekeeper Association. They've got a great swarm call system. I separated the bees into 5 different hive boxes. Here are 4 in this horizontal position, and was another 10-frame box. Ooh, back in the yard. And here's the 5th colony, the 10-frame. So then, within a couple of days, the bees from the outer 2 were leaving there and moving in and overcrowding this. And then within a week, all of them had absconded, except some foragers had come back. So there was 1 or 2 frames of bees in each of these boxes. And I thought they had just left the property, but I found them in the back because I have a bunch of hive boxes that don't have bees in them, but they're still set up on stands and stuff from previous year. So I left them there for a week or so to acclimate themselves. And then I brought them on frames back here. So now we're about 3 weeks past collecting a swarm, and they've decided to stay and inhabit this area. So that one swarm ended up having one mated and 4 virgin queens in it that survived. So let's say there were even more, and as they were separated into the boxes, they ran into and killed each other, or some could have swarmed off in smaller swarms further into someone else's yard. And so that was the end of it. 5 colonies worked their way out.